Dear students, today we are going to analyze, explore and discuss the reading passage third, reducing the effects of climate change. This is the continuation of question types from our previous lesson. So let's go to our questions. As you know, I don't like to waste our time for nothing. For here it is, we need to complete the table and we require to select just one word. Here it is. Look at this. So we are not able to write more than one word. So let's go to our first heading, geoengineering projects. Actually, as I have already explained you before, here it is our hint and direction to the text. So here it is, we are not going to the reading passage till we are not reading the statement. So here it is, procedure and the aim. Let's read first procedure. Put a large number of tiny spacecrafts into orbit far above Earth to create air that would reduce the amount of light reaching Earth. This is aim. So actually focus on your attention to create air. It means after air, you know what is it, air, article, you will have the noun. Definitely. So let's go to our reading passage. It's not the whole passage with all the paragraphs from A to H. If you need the whole reading passage, just address your request to my email and I will, as soon as possible, send you the materials with the reading passage, and you can easily read the passage and follow the instruction which I've given you in on this video. So actually I've put here just a paragraph just for your information. I haven't omitted this part. So actually we need paragraph B. So at the end of this paragraph, you have already seen colored sentences. Actually, here the author explains his scheme would employ up to 16 trillion minute spacecraft, each weighing about 1 gram to form a transparent, sunlight refracting sunshade in an orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. This could, argues Angel, reduce the amount of light reaching the Earth by 2%. Guys, here it is. As I told you, geoengineering is our heading. So, sorry for that. And let's go to our statements. Here it is. Tiny spacecraft. Our keywords. Here it is, minute spacecraft. Minute, this is the synonym of tiny. Let's go to the next one. Far above Earth, and even orbit. I have seen this one, orbit, here it is. Orbit 1.5 million kilometers above the Earth. This is the same words. Almost. Not really, but almost. Then we need to create a, and we will find our correct word, our answer. To create a. Here it is. to form a. So this is the synonym. You are not able to write transparent, you are not able to write sunlight refracting, you are able to write sunshade. This is our correct word. Let's go to our following questions. Procedure and aim. Place gaps in the C to encourage gaps to form. Here it is. Actually, we have two questions and we need to find out a project which relates to the C. So let's go to our paragraphs. So here it is. I've already told you that A, we have omit this part, and we have already done B. Let's go to the C. So here it is. In this paragraph, the author says the majority of geoengineering projects so far carried out, which include planting forests in deserts and depositing iron in the ocean to stimulate the growth of algae, have focused on achieving a general cooling of the earth. So as you have seen, obviously, iron and algae, this is our words for 13 and 32 answers. So how it is, guys? Here is place in the sea. Let's go. Place in the sea. Deposited in the ocean. So in the sea, in the ocean, and here it is our word actually. So don't find out and look for the word place. Look for in the sea, in the ocean, and here it is our word. So here it is, we need to find to encourage to form, and we will find the answer. To encourage, to stimulate, to form, focused on achieving. So algae, this is our correct word. Let's go to our following questions. Release, here it is. Release aerosol sprays into the stratosphere to create gaps that would reduce the amount of light reaching ears. So here it is, guys. It's very easily to actually answer to that question. But I will continue to our sentences in that way. So actually, release aerosol sprays into the stratosphere. This is our keywords. Create, also keywords. Reduce the amount of light reaching ears, also keywords. So first, we need to find out the paragraph which contains the information about aerosol sprays. Here it is, paragraph D. So, in this paragraph, from the first sentence, the author indicates that the concept of releasing aerosol sprays into the stratosphere above the Arctic has been proposed by several scientists. This would involve using sulfur or hydrogen sulfate aerosol so that sulfur dioxide would form clouds, which would in turn lead to a global dimming. So as you have seen, obviously, clouds is our correct word, which we need to put in our gaps. So here it is, releasing aerosol sprays into the stratosphere. We do have create, synonym of create, to create, guys, to create. Would form, clouds is our words. Reduce amount of light reaching ears, this is a global dimming. Here it is. So let's go to our 34 statement. So here it is. Fix strong gaps to Greenland ice sheets to prevent icebergs moving into the sea. So the main keywords in this sentence are Greenland, ice sheets, and the major issue is fix strong, that we need to put the correct word there. And after maybe you will see the next sentence, to prevent icebergs moving into the sea. So in that case, we should focus on our paragraph D. So in this paragraph, the author argues, here it is, from scientists. Scientists have also scrutinized whether it is possible to preserve the ice sheets of Greenland with reinforced high-tension cables, preventing icebergs from moving into the sea. So here it is. I have already colored by green color your synonyms. Preserve the ice sheets. Here it is. Ice sheets. Greenland, as you have seen, cables is our correct word. Then moving into the sea, here it is, moving into the sea. Here it is, moving into the sea, preventing icebergs, moving into the sea. Here are the same words, the same sentences. So before preventing icebergs from moving into the sea, we already found cables is our correct word. Actually, fix strong. Here it is, reinforce it. High tension, you cannot write. You are not able to write, and cables is our correct word. Let's go to our question 35. Plant trees in Russian Arctic that would lose their leaves in winter to allow the gaps to reflect radiation. So, according to this table, we need to find out information about planting trees in Russian Arctic. So let's go to our D paragraph, and at the end of this paragraph, the author again argues from here. Meanwhile, in the Russian Arctic, geoengineering plans include the planting of millions of birch trees, whereas the region's native evergreen pines shade the snow and absorb radiation. Birds would shed their leaves in winter, thus enabling radiation to be reflected by the snow. As you have obviously seen, snow is our correct word, but how we found that? I will show you the way. Here it is, plant trees in Russian Arctic. We found that Russian Arctic, planting of millions of birch trees to allow them to reflect radiation. Shed their leaves in winter. We do have actually, lose leaves in winter. To allow them reflect radiation. Enabling, this is allow. Enable, synonym of allow. Radiation to be reflected, the snow. Here it is, to allow the. So, here it is, the, enabling, the snow. So let's go to our final statement. Change the direction of gaps to bring more cold water into ice forming areas. So here it is. The keywords are ice forming areas, right? Change the direction of, bring more cold water. So in that case, we need to find out the information about ice forming areas. So at the end of the paragraph, at the very end of the paragraph D, we can find sentences starting from rerouting. So rerouting Russian rivers to increase cold water flow to ice-forming areas could also be used to slow down warming, say some climate scientists. So actually here it is, as you have already known, rivers is our word. How we found that? Change the direction of, it's very obvious, rerouting. Change the direction, rerouting. Then rerouting, rivers, bring cold more water, increase cold water and ice forming areas. Also here it is, ice forming areas. So it's very obvious to answer the questions, guys. Thanks for this lesson. Thanks for your passions. I'm very glad and delightful that you have subscribed to my channel, and who are novice, kindly ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, definitely no charge. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload videos per day, and you will see all the lessons free. It's actually intent to IELTS students, test takers, for IELTS instructors. It's very profitable, useful information. If you will need the whole information, kindly ask you to address all your questions, requests to my email address. And if you need to check your writings for evaluation by IELTS examiner, kindly ask you to again address all your requests to me. It will be also free of charge, absolutely free of charge. So I wish you to get a high band score. It means band 9 band score. I have intention to teach my students to get a higher band score, and the higher band score is a C2 proficiency level. So if you will all have this direction, strategic techniques which I'm giving you from my site, you will definitely get a higher band score. So have a nice day, stay tuned, and the next lesson, wait for my next lesson.